As you see the beautiful scenery. This video is All Women Are Single 3. I'm gonna put the first links to the chat. Excuse me, I'm gonna put the first All Women Are Single 1 and 2 in there so y'all can get the background.
in that moment, but best believe she's gonna do what you said in her ear moving forward, man. You're gonna inspire her in that moment. So just know it's all about power and control, man. But just like LDA said, you got to be able to know how to control your own phallus before you can even begin to do anything like that.
Facts, my nigga. Oof, let's go. LDA, what you got, bro? What you
Man,
got?
man, dude, he took when these guys, since we all know each other, he took my what I would do. At 50, I'll say this, man.
Let's go.
The whole mental side of it was fascinating me. So my thing is, if I can mentally completely ravish the woman to a point that when she comes over, my work is already done. All I got to do is insert, play, and click out.
Right.
That's all I got to do. Insert, play, is out. And that's the part I like. So I like the fact of just taking a woman through these whole mental gyrations where she's thinking about it. I had a woman do that anyway.
Good. Let's go.
She was trying to get a resurrection out of me, but I said no. I get resurrection out of me because I'm gonna move the stone from the tomb and see what's inside, and make sure it's still wet there, damp there, and it was. So I said I'm gonna leave it right there, but I had to get into her mental. And once I got into her mental, dude, I'm telling you, guys, you know what's going to happen next. She got to send pictures and she got to do other things and do other things and do other things. But I like that part of it. So when the act happens, at this age, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can say what y'all want. And I know people say, I don't got time to be doing a whole bunch of pumping. I need you to get yours as well as I'm going to get mine. Or sit your butt down. I'm gone. I got to work on my videos. I got to work on some studying. I don't got time to be doing all that. I don't got time to put my leg over here and my leg back there, and you put your leg. Nah, you get it, and if you miss it, baby.
Listen, 48 never too late. You guys are talking my language and shit. See, like if I'm banging the same broad, I don't have time for all the long ass pumping either. But the new bitches and shit that I'm kind of like interested in, I'm like, all right, then I'm going in. But you guys are talking my fucking language. You're talking about control and power. At this age, I'm 48, right? It's like I'm still aroused, my dick still fucking works, and I still am attracted to bodies and the baddies and the ratchet bitches. I'm still attracted to that. But I don't dive right in, right? Because I got shit to do. But what I will say is the power and the emotional gyrations, just like what you said, LDA, working on the shit, your mouthpiece, you just know yourself, you just touching the bitch without touching her. By the time she come over, she already ready. She got the cream of wheat. She doing all this dumb shit and shit because it's that power and that control. And when you whispering in her ear, bro, she's doing shit. She's secretly listening to your video. She's actually doing shit that you said on your podcast last week. You're like, oh, okay, you listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, these bitches don't know what the fuck they doing. So a lot of guys really focus on busting that nut. And once you realize as you get older and you start to really focus on yourself, there's nothing that's going to beat loving yourself and accomplishing your goals than busting a nut for a bitch that probably didn't deserve your fucking nut.
Fucking talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, oh, I could have held that in. But whatever. Let's enjoy it. Fee, what you got, bro?
Man, I don't want y'all to feel sorry for me. So, y'all can pause it, put some crying faces, not the laughing kind, the bad kind. I've been through my trials and errors and tribulations. I don't even think that I can enjoy sex anymore in life to the capacity that I once was, and that's because of through things that I've been through. When I have a feeling that I don't like, I avoid it. So I'm not gonna hit nothing raw. I'm not going to hit nothing raw. I'm not going to marathon it. I like being on one when I'm having sex and being in love, right? So none of those things are all gonna happen at one time for me. I can have some raw sex, but I ain't gonna be in love. I can be in love, but I ain't gonna have the raw sex. I can be in love and have the raw sex, but she might not be that good at. So all of that is gonna keep me from falling in love because I've had everything, but not at the right time. So it's just like, man, like the sex as good as it can be. It can be like if I have sex last night, it's cool, but was it raw? No. Was I in love? No. Was I faded? Yes. So we only got one marked in.
Right, 1 out of 3, right?
Yeah. So I'm never gonna like get all my marks in. And even I love women. I'm not against love. But I'm against in love. I'm against in love. I don't. And people don't know the difference. But like, okay, boom. I'm about to give y'all some fire games. Like, boom. It's about the same thing as being your everything, right? So the dogs, my dogs, I'm their everything. That's why they in love with me. See how it works? When they want to eat, who they get it from? They don't get it from the neighbor. They get it from me. Everything that they need, they get it from me. They want to eat, they get it from me. They want to walk, they get it from me. They want to cuddle, they get it from me. When they want to play, they get it from each other, but I'm steering the boat because when I tell them to shut the fuck up, they're going to stop. So that's what we do. So it's the same thing with you.
Listen, notice the words, man. Confined. Like, yo, this video is going to trigger people. It's okay. We love y'all women. We love women.
Y'all women triggering and make TikToks about me so I can get some more followers.
So we can get our weight up. Word. Confined, power, control. And it's all with good intentions. I mean, these are strong adjectives, but these are adjectives that can be wrong with the wrong person. It's like a gun. The gun is not dangerous. The person that's holding the gun is dangerous. So when you confine a woman with good intentions and you a man about your shit, she's going to be perfectly fine. When you controlling the bitch, you know that the control at the end of that, she's going to be cream pieing and quivering and all that other shit. So at the end of the day, you guys really need to understand, man, that focusing on yourself, and when you get to this certain age, hopefully you guys can listen. You can listen to guys like these guys that coach and mentor you guys. It's really going to save you a lot of time. And stop listening to the bullshit of living right now. Because eventually, if you're lucky, you're going to be at a position where these guys are, and you're going to be ahead of the game, man. And you're really going to enjoy your life because we got a 50-year-old, 48, 40s, early 40s. I mean, 40. 4-0. Yeah, we're the 40-40 club. So at the end of the day, man, you guys really need to focus on yourselves, and so you guys can really enjoy your life. So I got a couple more questions for you guys. So
let me drop something real
let's
fast.
Go ahead.
See, you niggas gotta stop thinking that everybody think like you, right? For instance, the whole player shit, right? I was never just a player because I love having sex so bad, bro. Me being a player was to stop me from being in love. Because I can't afford to get attached to one. And it was more about that than I'm getting 5 bodies and I had a threesome and all of that. No, bro. Once you get used to somebody, then they become your routine. Once your routine breaks, then now your ego is broken down. That's what routine is. It's something that you used to. So that would be breaking up the routine. It's never about how many bitches I want to have sex with and stuff. Because I can have rotations and still I can have a rotation and only be having sex with one. But I can't just deal with one, bro. I can't. There ain't no woman in life that can satisfy me by herself, bro. And I'm telling y'all now, like, not to hurt nobody, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, I mean, to be the only one that I having sex with, the only one I can confine to, the only one I can joke with, the only one that's hard. That's a hard job for you, bro. And it's not going to be an easy one because I'm going to be frustrated that you got all of those responsibilities because I know you ain't supposed to.
Right.
You ain't supposed to, bro. You look. You hold me down and you love me and stuff, but your sense of humor and mine ain't the same. So just that part is going to break up a whole lot of glass, even though it's not.
That's going to bother me. Oh, yo, this, man, you said a lot of shit.
Glass without shattering, baby. You know what that is.
Crack. Yo, you said a lot of shit, bro. What you said too about timing. You know, the sex is good, but I'm not in love with the bitch. You're in love with the bitch and the sex isn't good. It's like, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, so at the end of the day, you really have to know what's what. What you said was very important too. Like, one bitch, yeah, I love her, she holding me down, but she's corny as fuck. Or she's annoying. I'm like, I bet. Let me just get busy and shit and do some content and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is. This is real shit. So let me ask you guys this. You guys are all well traveled. You guys are established black men. You guys are really making a difference. Does your accomplishments intimidate women? Now, you see a lot of women get intimidated by really good-looking guys with the bodies and shit, or they're verified and shit like that. They kind of put them in a box. You guys are well-traveled. You guys have probably been to more countries than most of the bitches you guys talk to in the United States. You guys have books. You guys do content. And I know you guys are just getting started. Do your accolades intimidate women?
Hey, all right, I'll start off. I've actually said in one of my videos how being who I am did intimidate this. I mean, let me start off by saying yes. I've had women literally tell me, like, you know, the type of person I am and the things that I've done, what I know, it intimidates them. And the story that I stated is about this one particular chick. When I would say something and I wouldn't get it, I'd be like, oh, so you talking about this? Oh, no, well, you wouldn't get it because, you know, I just have an associate's degree and you have a bachelor's degree, so you probably wouldn't get it. What? Or you wouldn't get it. You grew up with a two-parent home, and I only grew up in a single mother home, so you wouldn't be able to relate. What? Oh, you know, just all these different things, and sometimes not necessarily your accomplishments. Sometimes it's just the fact that you have boundaries and you stand your ground. I mean, that can intimidate women. The fact that you got your stuff together. They have nothing to point to, but like, hey, you need to get this together, and I know a guy that's better than this than you, and you got all your ducks in a row. Like, it's hard for her to find a spot to fit in because she's used to dealing with, for example, let's say you have a chick who's used to dealing with bums who I don't know, doesn't have a job or has a low paying job or stays in his mama's basement or whatever the case may be. When she gets upset, she's gonna bring that up. Well, that's why you work as a cashier register. That's why you live in your mama's basement. But let's say a guy has a home, a vehicle, a well-paying career, not a job, but a well-paying career, you know, has side hustles, has traveled, maybe even published a book. What's she gonna tell him? So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I do intimidate a lot of women. That's why I allow women to discover me. I don't even tell women I published a book. Like, if this is what I'll do, I ain't going on. This is what I do. I won't say anything, or if I say something, they'll be like, especially when I'm out here, they'll be like, yo, what you doing out here? I'm like, you know, I'm working on my second book right now. If a chick don't ask no follow-up question after that, obviously not that into me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I leave them on, so they be like, second book. But what's your first book about? Oh no, you know, I wrote a book about Oh really? Yeah, it's called boom. What you writing this one about? And I explain. They're just looking at me like, especially the ones that actually go on Google and actually look me up, and they be like, it's like they could never imagine it. So right. I said, even in my job doesn't know what I do outside of work. But when somebody finds out, they look at me like, yo, you've been to
why you didn't tell me? Don't worry about it.
Like
not ready.
You don't even look like the type. And I'm like, yo, what does that type look like?
Yo, that's like saying you don't look Asian. Don't go there.
Listen, you don't trigger me, man. Yeah, have people tell me, I thought you was regular. I'm like, regular? What the hell does that mean? Anyway, yeah, to answer your question, yes, I do intimidate women, but I embrace that though. Because to be honest, when you intimidate women, it's almost like a ratchet repellent. Because when you that dude, ratchets are scared to talk to you. Ratchets, I mean, not to say that ratchet chicks never come up to talk to me, but it's almost like you could tell that they feel like they're shooting from full court, not even half court. You can tell that they're shooting from full court. Just by their demeanor, how they talk to me, they're like, what I got to lose? You know what I mean? But go ahead.
That was crazy. I like what you said though, man. You said that, you know, you embrace it and you intimidate women because of your accomplishments, and it's like a ratchet repellent. It's really a filtering process. But it's very important too, man. You know, like the bitches that get past that exterior, right? They get past that. They do the follow-up question RPC. Oh, you have a book? They start doing their due diligence, right? Because every bitch is a fucking private investigator. They start doing their due diligence and they're like, oh wow, he is accomplished. Those are the bitches that are worth entertaining, right? Like bitches now, if most bitches are insecure, as we know, most women are insecure. But if you say something that's a little bit out of their league, if a woman is smart, like they claim they are, she's going to want to learn. Because what do we always say? Women want a teacher, not an equal, right? So as long as you can teach the bitch, it would behoove the bitch to get with a guy who is out of her league and who is willing to follow his program. This is what we talk about: confine, control, power, responsibly. You guys are missing out on a lot of good opportunities with men because you guys are so afraid to lose yourself into finding yourself with a man. Anyway, go ahead. LDA, you got stuff for that, bro?
Yeah, no, I have to completely agree with RPC that, I embrace it, and sometimes I'm like blind to it, that the accomplishments that I do have, and then dealing with women that they do go investigate who I am. But like he said, it becomes a repellent to women who not supposed to be in the circle near me. I already have a repellent already, but it becomes even a more natural repellent to them. So yes, it took a minute for me. I'll be honest. It's taken a minute for me to even embrace that I am who I am, and that I have accomplished these things. I have did these things. And when it comes to women, they don't know they can't figure me out. And which I like that, because it leads to that part of being mysterious. Sure. But I like it because they can't really figure me out. They don't know if I have a degree, or do I got my master's, or do I got my doctorate?
PhD. Let's go.
And they can't tell. I can talk about politics, then I can go to astrology. I can talk about the Bible, then I can go right to the Quran. I can talk about game, and then I can talk about how women's estrogen affect their body when they get older. I can talk about a wide variety of things, so they don't know where to place me. He's not the educated, is he the educated one? But he's not the nerd. But he is the nerd. But then he makes music. But then he has a podcast and he's talking crazy. But
you're everything. You're everything. You're everything to her if she opens herself.
Right.
Bitch, I'm everything.
Right. And that's the part right there. That's the part. But I'll be honest. It's taken me a minute to embrace it, to say, hey, this is who I am, even at 50. And I think a lot of guys have to admit that. You got to admit where you at. I'm embracing it.
Sure. I'm glad you said that, because I've made mention of this on my show as well, or my show and society and my mom and shit. The whole going to therapy thing, it wasn't over a bitch. It was just connecting dots. What does that mean? And it's a part of that, just embracing that you're gonna be a bit much for people, men and women alike. And it's crazy. Like, when I was a bit much, it wasn't because I was aggressive. It was just I had a certain aura or certain, I guess, untapped purpose, in which I'm finding now. And now everything's starting to fucking make sense. I ran into my exes. I'm looking at these bitches like they're crazy. Secret watching. All these niggas that knew, they're like, yo, you really doing this shit for real? I'm like, nigga, I told you this shit years ago. So once you embrace who you are, you're really unstoppable, because everybody's a fucking follower. You guys don't understand how many problems will be solved if you decide to just be you. You're gonna stand the fuck out by 30 to 40% of the guys that are really trying to be like the other guys on YouTube. You know what I mean? So very important, man. I'm glad you said that, LDA. What about you? What about you, Fee?
Yeah, my actions. I mean, we can get to accomplishments, but my actions just intimidate women. Why? Because I don't need one, and they know it. They know it just by my vibe and my energy, and they think it to themselves, and then I do the honor of actually confirming it that they're actually.
Hold on. You give let's do one more time, please, bro. Let's go. You go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't want no family. I don't want no girlfriend. I don't want no wife. I don't want no commitment. I don't want nobody telling me what to do. So there's no compromise. Soon as it ain't fun no more, man, I'm out of here, bro. I ain't doing none of that shit, bro. I think I was telling the RPC, like, man, I would never, I don't like to say the word never, but I can't imagine just meeting some random chick and then just meeting her walk in the lake and then calling her and then having regular conversation about it doesn't matter. We gonna fuck or not, or are we gonna be?
Yeah, what up?
Because it ain't. I feel like I'm playing catch up in the things that I want to do, bro. So me, if I'm playing catch up, me stopping the race to go take a bitch on coffee dates and the pizza to make her feel good so I can get sex and shit like that don't do it for me, bro. I gotta maybe when I be having too much to do, bro. Like, you know, even chicks and some chicks who make talk to me and they be like me, Appy's a cat. Yeah, I am a cat, bro, because I don't have no chase in me, bro. I done had no like the chases. Dog, like what am I chasing? Like I'm chasing something that I've had already. The interaction's probably not that good. And if it is that good, it's because I'm the one in charge of it. I'm the one directing and leading it. It's very rare I meet a woman that I'm intrigued by.
Hold up. If the conversation's good, it's because you the one that's leading the conversation. Most of these bitches ain't got shit to say. So if the conversation's entertaining, it's because I'm leading the conversation. That's a big fact, my G. I'm sorry.
They don't be intriguing at all, bro.
I'm looking at you bitches
like the whole conversation be them asking me stuff and me be qualifying them. I don't even be having no good ass times and shit like the old days. It don't be like that. They be trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what I need, and she trying to figure out what I got. That's the whole.
Ooh.
Yes, no.
Let's go, fire boss.
Right there.
Hold up, I got.
I'm trying to figure out what I need, and she trying to figure out what I got. That's the we can any way you get it, it's still gonna go out. You know?
Yeah, my bad. Yo, Jesus Christ. You said a lot of shit, bro. So I got two more questions that we out. So, now that we've identified that, you know, you've had one, you've had them all, although we still enjoy feminine women and sex and all that shit. You guys have described yourselves.
Just one thing. The last chick that I was into, you know why I was into her? Because she liked art and she wanted to be a fucking scientist. That intrigued me.
Right.
The fire.
Perfect segue.
I was like,
yeah, real quick. I want to ask something too, real quick. Just tapping into what LDA said earlier. What one of the things that intimidates women is when they can't put you in the box. That's pretty much what I'm trying to describe. Like, women can't put me. Hold on, were you in the military? Yo, I think I told Peter about a while ago. I don't know if you remember.
Me too.
I was getting my head twisted, and the chick straight up asked me like, "Yo, you been locked up before?" I'm like, "What?"
Oh,
like, you been how long? Like, how much time you did? I'm like,
bitch.
What you talking about? Yeah, like, were you? That's a. Can I've heard? Are you? I've had people ask me if I've been in the military. I've had people ask me if I'm a police. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And you know what all that comes from? My discipline, how I carry myself. So because I wasn't all smiley in her face, the way I was talking, I had bass in my voice. You know what I mean? The stuff I was talking about was, you know, real deep. She was just like, yo, this dude look like he been locked up somewhere for a little bit, and that's why he's so serious and so manly. Because you gotta understand, I'm 40, but when I walk these streets, I had a chick tell me the other day that she thought I was 25. Another chick thought I was 28.
Yes, you look young, but you have an old soul, right?
But I do have an old soul, so I say all I can say. It's very difficult for women to put me in the box, especially when I tell them my age. They're like, lying. So fellas, be so intriguing. Learn yourself. Learn yourself enough that you have, like LDA said, you have so many different things that you could tap into, that you could talk about, that you do yourself, that you know you could pull from yourself. So just like Afi said, you can control the conversation because you always have something to talk about.
Sure. This is a perfect segue to my next question, guys. We're almost done. You guys have mentioned this numerous times, and based on what you guys are saying, it takes different things or a lot of things to kind of appeal to you. Can you guys define sapiosexual in the way you define it? And can you give us examples on how a woman's mind appeals to you?
She gotta be able to talk to my mind. That's the key.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
She gotta be able to talk to my mind. If a woman can talk to my mind, I'm gonna give her the type of energy back that's gonna make her successful. Just the energy because it makes me feel so good. It's just gonna pour out of my soul. And I'm telling you, because see, a lot of women they may have a lot of positive energy, but they're not. See, they're not good selectors with their mates. They select off how they feel. So how they feel is never right to match to who they pick. So they haven't. So usually when a woman meets somebody like me, we have a connection that they're not used to because guys like them for other things. Guys like their big ass titties. I didn't even know her big ass titties.
She took it off.
She pulled them out.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's just different. Like I like being able to have those conversations and just like relationships, like we have good conversations. It gives you good ideas, and that is how you progress. Everything in life and every successful person, everything, whether it's Bill Gates, Elon Musk, whatever, they got to those things from planet and off conversation that to implant that idea.
Absolutely.
Ideas from somebody outside screaming. They came from a thought, and then once you have a thought, you usually have a conversation, and they give you another idea or a better idea. And then so if you and the woman are vibing like that, the sex gonna be better, the connection gonna be better, everything gonna be better because you feel good when you're around them. You feel good when you're around them, and when you feel good when you're around a woman, then that's equivalent. You feel safe, and that's so. It's not. That sounds soft, but it's for real. You feel safe because dudes, women are always out to get from you. So when you find somebody who just really feel like, you know what, I think she really digs me, then that makes you put your guard down. Women be sending ass and all of that. That's cool, but I mean, a nigga can get that, bro, and a nigga can get that. A nigga can get that from just going online scrolling. Like, This times have changed. I remember having to beg for these nudes and stuff that I could just go on Instagram, free site, even free porn. Like, dude, when I was growing up, them tapes was hitting for $49.99. There wasn't no such. You can just go to the bathroom and rub one out, bro. You had to pitch in 25 on one of your partners and have that tape in rotation, bro. You couldn't just abuse it and just be looking at porn all day, bro. That wasn't even an option. It wasn't even.
You said, I didn't mean to cut you off, my nigga. You said something so profound and crazy. You said that a lot of women have a lot of positive energy, like, just generic positive energy, affirmations. They read it, a horoscope or some shit. The moon is right, and they're just going to be positive. But that's not necessarily talking to the man that you want. You got to understand what a man is and see whether or not you're going to be able to fit. You know what I mean? Like, you could be positive as shit, bitch, but I could get the same positivity off the internet. I need you to talk to my mind. And if I intimidate you because of my accomplishments, see, because guys get fucked, right? We're required to do shit because that's part of what men are supposed to do, and this is what attracts a woman. But then, for me, in the past, a lot of the shit that women were attracted to me for were the same reason we broke up. Like my cocky attitude and shit, sarcastic and shit, just doing my dumb shit. Oh, I like this nigga. But then I'm doing the dumb shit and the sarcastic shit to the bitch. And now she want to break up and she can't handle it. Or I was so profound and smart and shit. And then she asked me a dumbass question. I say it in a condescending way. I'm like, what are you talking about, yo? And she gets mad and she want to leave me. So at the end of the day, like Fee said earlier, no compromise. Compromise, you have to earn that. But if we're up front and everything's out on the table, bro, you really have to kind of figure out how to fit into my lifestyle, into my brain. If you want me. Bitch, if you want me, you're going to have to try to figure me out. I can't give you the keys on how to figure me out. That's your choice. But when you do, there's going to be a lot of reward at the end of that because we're going to provide experiences like you guys said. We're going to be saving you from yourself. And that's the beautiful thing about it, man. But that's so important what you just said, man, because, a lot of girls don't understand that. They think that it's a cookie cutter. The tits and the ass. Some of us don't. Some of us want that later. Give us something else to make us want to keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's one of my biggest disappointment with women, bro, is this. I give women my syllabus. They still ask too many questions, bro.
Syllabus. Let's go. Teach.
Let's go. It's like the answers are right here. I just gave it to you. I passed out the paper. You're supposed to read it first. You asking questions. I be getting sick and tired of women trying to tell me what I like. I can tell them what I like. They think they know what I like better. No, bro, I know what I like. Just why don't you just listen to what I said?
It's easier. It's easier to listen.
If I say I don't like pushback and back talk, don't try to justify the times when you do it. Because the reason don't matter, bro. If I don't like fried rice, if it's a hot day or a cold day, I don't like fried rice.
Right.
Yeah. But you ain't ate all day. So what?
Irrelevant.
I'm eating it. You eating it. I'm hungry though. Doesn't mean I like it. So it just be kind of like, God damn, bro. Like, if you would just slow the fuck down and listen and apply, your life will be easier and mine too. You spend a lot of time trying to figure out what I'm doing, what you think I'm doing, what I'm thinking. When one, all you gotta do is ask, which is weird. What are you trying to figure out things for? You could just ask me. See, what the problem is women ain't confined. They too used to talking shit in the circle with their girlfriends, and they use that same type of passive aggressive communication with me. Not your girlfriend.
Listen, nope. I'm not your girlfriend,
and this
man.
is why guys get finesse.
LDA, what about you, bro? What do you define as sapiosexual? What intrigues you and appeals you the most about a woman's mind today?
So with sapiosexual, what I enjoy about it is the whole fact that I'm a mind person. So that to me, I start off with the mind anyway. So for me to find there was what I was doing naturally, find a word that defined what I did, it just intrigued me even more. So for me to be sapiosexual with a woman and to actually, like we said earlier, be to tap in her mind and actually realize, since I am a god, and the gods play in the minds of what? The women, or they play in the mind of the what? Underlings. So that's where I said, you know what? I realized that her imagination is my playground. So that's where I realized with sapiosexual how important it is, how I enjoy it. So when I found out women say, "Oh, I'm like this," really to be real honest with it, and this is a secret that women don't say. A woman say they sapiosexual. The reality of it is, all women are sapiosexual. Every woman's greatest turn on happens in between her ears, not in between her legs. And so if a man can walk through the corridors of her mind and talk to her on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, wake up, and Sunday and rise and have a resurrection, erection, and then what happens?
Hey,
guess what happens? He's going to experience the Spirit on the Lord's day. So that's what I'm saying. That's right. What I just said was something that can be sapiosexual, the ability to get into a woman's mind where she's at work. She just happened to, I'm thinking about you. You know, I'm at work. I'm so wet. Sapiosexual. That's where I think a lot of guys don't know how to do it. And they don't have, in the words of Alfie, they don't have finesse game to even finesse a woman mentally. Mentally is getting into a woman's mind. If I was to tell how many women's mind I get into, and sometimes it's getting in her mind without even saying a word. So even the picture I put up today, oh baby, that was,
oh yeah, I saw
it was saying something.
right. You were looking sharp.
Saying something. Absolutely. Why? Because I'm trying. My goal. I'm not trying. I'm already in their mind. I'm implanting a trigger in her mind. So when I say something, she got to respond.
Let's go. I got one more question before we get up out of here, and this is a perfect question to close it out. You guys have dropped a lot of gems, man, and grown man shit. You know, we've touched on a lot of topics, man, which are very important in a different perspective, like I knew you guys would. Let the audience know, man. I got one more question for you guys. How should a man prioritize his life? quick synopsis on how they should prioritize their life based on the things that you guys have talked about today, based on some of the experiences, the L's and the lessons that you've learned. How should a man prioritize his life moving forward to be able to optimize his life and be in a position where his mindset is reminiscent of RPC, similar to AFI or LDA?
What I would say is, this may sound a little strange, but I'll talk about how, and I did a drop the other day about what I'm about to say, but guys have to learn how, I'm gonna say it two different ways. Guys have to learn how to live their present as if it's their past. I'm gonna say that again. Guys have to learn how to live their present as if it's their past. Another way I'll say it is, how does a guy prioritize his life? He needs to start from the end, in my opinion, and work backwards. What do you want at the end, bro? Where do you see yourself? Okay, once you have that image, and it's very important that you can imagine this, you have to be able to see it in your head. And not only are you able to see it in your head, it has to have, like the kids are saying, positive vibes to it. It can't be you're imagining it. Well, I don't think it might happen. This could happen too. That make it not work. No, like yo, you gotta imagine like it already happened. So once you imagine yourself, let's say, I'm gonna give a wild example. Let's say you want to own different properties in different countries and so on and so forth. When you get older, you may want to be an international real estate mogul. You want to be able to have PJs, private jets, and so on and so forth. So if that's the case, and let's say you are an 18-year-old and you have this vision, then I would suggest you look into real estate, look into business, you look into well before even any of that, you get a passport. You understand? Because your vision is to be international. How can you have a vision of being international? You don't even have a passport. Now, peep this. Let me tell you how crazy life is. So you have that vision of being XYZ. You copy your passport. You start traveling, and guess what? The vision might change, or the vision might morph into something slightly different because you might have met up with somebody on YouTube, and y'all have similar ideas, and y'all thought of an idea that y'all came up with an idea that you never thought of by yourself individually. So all in all, when it comes to prioritizing, guys, you have to look at where you want to be and imagine that you already accomplished that. Because once you're focused on the goal on what you want to be, I'm talking about you got to be hungry for it. Like I can't live until I get that. Right. When you get to that point, when you prioritize that, you'll find that you will not be prioritizing women. You won't be searching for loyal vagina. A lot of guys out here feel like they have to get this next chick, or they have to have their the one before they can accomplish their goals. What I say is, accomplish your goal, focus on your goals, and in that process, because that's where life really lives. That's where life really is lived, is in the process. When you're on your route to that goal, and you're focused, and you're making accomplishments, you're setting checkpoints, so on and so forth, the women will come. The vagina will come. So basically what I'm saying is focus on yourself, focus where you want to end up at, whether it be, like I said, all the things I said, plus you want to be married with grandkids by that point. All right, do the necessary things to know how to filter the right woman so that you can have children, so you can have the right type of grandkids that you want. Because like me and Alfie spoke about before, like when you have kids or grandkids, you don't plan how they're gonna act. You know what I mean? So you gotta build that foundation so that if you do have kids with this woman and you want to build this family, like you know where to start. For example, just real quick, let's say you live in NYC in East New York. It's not really the best place. Then if you know you want a family and all that, then you know what? I'm gonna have to move out of New York if I want a family. Right. All right, if I gotta move out of New York, then I gotta get this bread up. If I gotta get this bread up, I'm gonna get this. You see how the pieces start getting together? So focus on where you want to be, and from there, that's how you get the answer. And a lot of times guys will say, well, I want to do X, Y, Z, but I don't know what the first step is. What I say is, focus on it. Ask the universe for answers. I literally sometimes get my answers from the ether. I know that sounds very crazy, but as we stated before, I'm a little different from the average. So I'm at a point now, when I have a question, I ask the universe and I get an answer. Or, funny thing is, I'll ponder about it, think about it, I'll be stuck, and then I have a conversation, for example, with my man Afi, just like we had yesterday. And he'll bring up topics that I had in my brain, you know what I'm saying, muddling around with it, he brings up the topic, and he says what he says, and everything is all good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Don't, even though you don't know what the next step is, stay positive and stay on the track that you know it's going to work. You're gonna figure it out.
Absolutely, man. Well said. What about you, LDA? What do you got?
So, what was the question again to make sure I get it right?
Nah, you're fine. How should a man prioritize his life based on some of your experiences, advice that you would give some of the younger guys, these YouTubians, like you like to say? How should a man prioritize his life so he can optimize his life?
Be hilariously selfish about your purpose. Hilariously selfish about your purpose. You have to laugh at it. So you got to laugh at yourself and others and be so selfish about your purpose. And if you do not do that, there will be things, people, situations, problems, cousins, mother, father, dog, cat, goldfish to try to pull you away from your purpose. You must be selfish about your purpose. And the reason why I'm saying that for younger men, because there's so many distractions and your emotions might not be developed, whatever the case may be, but you need to be, when I say hilariously, and I'm saying that too, because sometimes you got to laugh at yourself on how selfish you got to be to accomplish your purpose.
Right.
You got to laugh at yourself. You got to have the dichotomy of the two and in there. So you got to be hilariously selfish about your purpose. Got to be. That's what I got to say about it.
Unapologetic.
Real quick, let me tap into what LD just said, because I just did a video on it today. Basically, I said, with everything we just said as far as your purpose and all that, anybody listening to this, y'all can hear me? Yeah, what I stated in the video I did today was, if you want to be successful, you have to be willing to lose friends and family.
Oh my God.
Like LDA said. Yo, y'all hear me? I'm frozen.
Yeah, we got you.
I can hear you.
We got you.
Hey, if y'all can hear me, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we can. We can hear you.
You can hear me. All right, boom. Just like LDA said, you know, your mother, your cousin, your brother, your cat, they might be. Oh, you really think you can do that? Wow, no one's ever done that. Why do you think you can do that? So what I'm saying is, sometimes when I say lose friends and lose family, I'm not saying you have to cut them off and never speak to them again, but maybe you have to love them from a distance. You know what I mean? Maybe you have to isolate yourself or confine yourself away from those type of people and surround yourself.
He's out of the country. Spitting game though. Let's Fee, you go.
No, I was just gonna say mute, because what's gonna happen is I'm
mute him. Okay.
Hop on at the same time.
Mute him. Okay.
Yeah,
he's okay. Go for it. Add the stream.
Got a guess.
We got a guest.
On mine, it's so fine people.
Yeah, I see something spinning too. Oh,
yeah.
I was like, who the fifth person?
Nah. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell's going on here? This is private.
Surprise! I'm sitting here.
Nah. I wouldn't do you niggas like that. All right, so yeah, go ahead, RPC. So you basically were saying that we're not, when we last left off, you said we're not telling us to cut off our family entirely, but
yeah, but you have to learn how to love them from afar. Maybe you may even have to confine yourself from them. And I only say that because I've experienced this myself. It's like, and I've heard other successful people even say that too. Sometimes the guys you grew up with, you was hanging on the block with, those, to be honest, but those are the guys who most likely won't be next to you when you reach your pinnacle.
Absolutely.
Because they're not elevating and doing the work, putting in the work like you are. So be willing to lose friends and family to get to that success.
Very important. Very important. What about you, Phil? You close us out, man. What do you think a guy or men, because you coach a lot of men, young men, old men, etc. All you guys do. How should men prioritize their life so they can optimize and live the best life that they want?
I'm gonna give 5, and I'm gonna try to put them in order. So the fifth one, I'm gonna say, man, get you a dog, bro. You need a. I mean, I got my dogs now, but I know if I would have had them 20 years ago, my whole little perception of love and things like that would have been different. You know what I mean? So, you know, you need to Get you a dog, whatever kind of dog that's on your preference, because you need to feel genuine love, and you need to know how to take care of something other than yourself early.
Right.
You know, that's why we have bad fathers and shit, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know, you need to learn how to take care of something other than yourself. Love something that's other than yourself. Get you a dog. 2, well, this is number 4. I say travel. You have to see things in other capacities other than where you are planted at.
Right.
Some people are planted where they're at. They have no other perception of anything else. And the thing about it is we live in a time where we can actually make our dreams come true. If we see something online, if we see something on the internet, we actually go to a destination. That wasn't always an option. So take advantage of that, because then either what's going to happen is it's going to either motivate you to do better, A, or B, appreciate what you have and where you are. That's the second thing. So we got 5, 4, 3. Learn from other people. You got to have your ego in check for that. You don't have to fall down every time. When you see somebody fall down a ledge, don't think you can just skip over it. Just be like, oh, that's a ledge. You learn from other cats, bro. That is key. A lot of times you spend so much time fixing mistakes that you shouldn't have made if you learn from other people's mistakes. We all have some of the stories. So that's the third one. The fourth one.
That's second.
Well, no, I'm going down from 5 to 1. So I did 3 already. So this is the
now you're going backwards. So you did 5, 4, 3. Now you're on number 2.
Yeah, going backwards. So the next one, I know what my number 1 is. So I'm trying to squeeze in what would be the other thing. Don't force anything. What will be will be. You know, you just will spend a lot of time and energy trying to prepare and fix things when you could have just got a better thing.
That's a big one. Yes, don't force it. Yeah.
Relationships, jobs, just everything, you know. And then the most important one I would say is let your inner voice be your loudest one. Let your inner voice be your loudest one.
To know thyself is to know thy God. You gotta let your inner voice be the loudest one. Go ahead, expound on that.
Spend too many time second guessing ourselves, listening to other people. A lot of times when we do things, the reason why we get so much confidence and we feel so successful because we were already told ourselves we could do it.
Right.
We already felt the emotion. We already told. You know, it's just like if you pass a test and you get an A on it that you studied for. Yeah, you're happy that you got the A, but you're happy because you already knew you could get the A.
Right.
And you manifested, yo.
Yo, very important. It's like, I'm sure for you, I'm sure all of you guys, but I'm sure when people say, wow, you wrote 25 books, it's like, yeah, it's cool, but you kind of already knew you were going to do it anyway. So it's like, you've already, the allure and the excitement of somebody telling you it is not as impressive because you've been telling yourself this while you were doing it.
Yeah, it sound like the silly idea. Shout out to LRC. You said you gotta have a book to be a dating coach. From now, I got 25 of them. So what the fuck that make me?
Now what? Fuck around, nigga. Let's not play that game. But yo, that shit is crazy, man. You guys have really dropped a lot of heavy game. And on that note, man, I just want everybody to, I want to thank you guys for coming on, man. Let everybody know. We're gonna go one more time before we get up out of here. Let everybody know where they can find you, what's coming up next. And that'll be it. So RPC, let everybody know where they can find you. What's up next for you, bro? I think he's frozen.
Whoa. Don't.
He's frozen. All right, he's frozen. LDA, where can they find you, my brother? And what's up next for you?
So you can find me at Lawrence D. Adams on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can hear me on Monday through Friday on YouTube. Monday through Friday, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time for the thinking class. What's up for me next? I need to get these couple books out of me that's sitting on my desktop. But what I haven't said I really want to do is I want to do a documentary. So that's something that I'm playing around with in my mind, doing a documentary.
Oh, excellent. Sorry about that. I'm trying to mess with RPC. RPC, you here? All right, buddy. Cool,
yeah,
cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, you were frozen and shit. Okay, thank you, LDA. RPC, let everybody know where they can find you, bro. What's next for you, bro?
Real quick, you can find me at the Real Pill Chauvinist channel on YouTube. Like I stated earlier in the beginning of this episode, check out Hacker True Female Nature 101 on Amazon. We have the ebook, got paperback, and we also have the audiobook. And for all my Spanish speakers out there, we also have a Spanish version and also in ebook form, paperback form, and now recently we have the audiobook also. So if you want to listen to Hacker True Female Nature in Spanish, we got that for you. In the future, I have another book coming out. Pretty much. Now, I ain't gonna say too much now, because I don't want nobody stealing my idea.
Don't say nothing. Yeah. Chill. But be on the lookout for that, man.
But the next one coming out, you'll hear about it, man. But your ABS, I appreciate you for bringing back the Super Friends. You know what I'm saying? We formed like Voltron, you heard? And you know, we got gems and all that.
Let's go.
I just hope people are smart enough to pick up, like Afi be saying, treasure hunting. Hope these guys were treasure hunters while they were watching this episode and picked up all these gems, man, so that they can take themselves to the next level and realize when they get to the top of the mountain, that's only the bottom of a next mountain.
Oh, let's go. That's game. Big fee, big bro. Where can they find you? What's up next for you, bro? I think are the books out? You're dropping a lot of gems, a lot of books out, bro. Let everybody know what's popping.
Yeah, real quick, LDA, what kind of documentary that you want to make? That's a whole 2-3 hour conversation manifested, because I got a whole little plan and structure on the whole thing. So you got just tell me the type. You told me
right now it's just in the nuclear stage, but it's something I've been thinking about, just setting up a documentary. So it's like in the nuclear stage. I haven't put together the subject matter or anything like that, but I wanted to be in a documentary format. So that has to be, the asset has to be set up and all like that. So that's a whole nother
That's a conversation you guys definitely can have, because I know Afi's been, kind of.
Yeah, I got the whole skit. So we had 1-2 hour conversation. You a whole skit too. Promise you. Because it's already here. I got it. My shit is in the living room.
In the archives, on the coffee table.
Yeah, it's right there. Like but
yeah, RPC got over feet. Let us know. Let everybody know where they can find you, bro. What's up next for you, my bro?
Yeah, make sure y'all follow all my Instagrams. I got the International Afi Kingdom the International Afi Kingdom Instagram. That's the main one. Then we have Mr. International King Afi. That's kind of like when I want to talk about things other than dating and shit like that, other than women. I post it on there. The main stuff is like a lot of memes and travel stuff. King Genius Afi, that's for the ladies. And then we got Afi Kingdom Books, where I'm gonna be giving book giveaways and audio books, and just like right now, y'all need to go follow it, because I've revealed all the covers of my books, and that's not even on my main page. So y'all got seen covers of my books that ain't coming out till next year, because y'all too lazy. Y'all don't follow the book page. Make sure y'all also follow me on Amazon. You go to Amazon, you can follow me there. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit the bell on everybody, because dude, I had to rescribe to subscribe to you. You know why?
Yes. I saw that this morning. Yes.
I did that because I got the days mixed up, and I thought it was Monday, and then I didn't see it, and then I was just like, how am I not subscribed?
Right. Appreciate you, man.
Make sure y'all hit the bell on everybody too, and I would say too, y'all players, stop secret watching. You guys need to start engaging, because that's how you build relationships. Me and Lawrence are brothers. We engage with each other. Me and Navy, same thing, bro. So you may be a part of the squad too, or you may just be able to influence somebody in the squad.
Sure.
And that may influence you.
Right.
Stop
Absolutely.
walking up the clouds and shit like an angel and shit and come down to earth. And let your presence be known.
Right. Absolutely, man.
Put an algo on here too. You know, we keep saying
Word.
it. Y'all keep saying all of this, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. I don't know how it's possible. If you got five viewers, then that need to be 5 comments. If you got 50 viewers,
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
Always match. Y'all just watch these fucking videos and then log the fuck off. Oh, we giving our time, our energy for this. The least y'all can do is drop the comment, man. And
Let's go.
I would even say more over the like, because we want to know how y'all feel about what we said, and
Right.
most importantly, we want to know what y'all learned.
Boom. Man, with that said, man, I appreciate you guys. LDA, the Real Pill Chauvinist, the Alpha Kingdom podcast. Make sure you guys all subscribe to their channels. All of their social media handles will be in the video as well. I appreciate everybody for being here. Episode 1, AV at Night, Alpha Villains After Hours. I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Links below to check out All Women Are Single 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you follow Alpha Villains, Lawrence D. Adams, and Real Pill Chauvinist. Make sure you follow all those brothers. And follow me on Instagram, International Afi Kingdom. And my new one, Afi Kingdom Books. Go to Amazon. You can get Conversation with the Soul, International Player, the sequel to International Keys about rotations of women. Got a lot of new cool books. Facelift. California Love about architecture in California. Personal stories. Oh, Educator 1 and 2. A lot of stuff. Just you know what? I'm gonna put my link to my Amazon strip, and you can find out what you like, or just get them all. But I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go to take a tour of the city, and y'all take care.